someone on the Twitter, they sent me, or they tweeted me about Ayesha Curry. She made some comments, and then another person sent me a video of this guy ranting about what Ayesha Curry said. For you guys who don't know what Ayesha Curry said, don't worry, I'm going to play it. But what she said, you go a bit of a backlash. You know, a lot of people got upset with her, and, you know, they made their commentary videos and talked about it. And I kind of think that they're really off. With some of the comments I've seen, I really do think a lot of people are off. And honestly, I think a lot of people are kind of upset at nothing, or kind of upset at the wrong thing. And I'll explain why. I'll explain my thoughts here. You know, some people might think that I've gone from thought patroller to thought defender, but just hear me out for a second, okay? So what did Ayesha Curry actually say? I think it might be a really good idea instead. Hopefully I don't get any copyright for this, but to just play what the woman said, you guys can see for yourselves and judge it prior to what I'm saying, okay? They'll take us away.
Something that really bothers me and, like, honestly has given me a sense of a little bit of an insecurity is the fact that, yeah, like, there are all these women, like, throwing themselves, but me, like, the past 10 years, like, I don't have any of that. Like, I have zero, this sounds weird, but, like, male attention. And so then, like, I begin to internalize it, and I'm like, is something wrong with me?
You're not looking.
What?
You're not
Like,
looking. You're not even. But I'm gonna tell you something else too. When your radar's turned off, because I dealt with that for years too. Like, and I was young, like you.
Yeah,
like,
that's
oh my
not
God.
fair.
I mean,
because I don't want it, but
Yeah.
it'd be nice to know that, like, someone's looking.
but when you're ready.
So a lot of people have interpreted Ayesha's comment here to suggest that she is thinking, or that she wants to sleep with other men, that she wants other guys' attentions, and that Stefan's attention is not enough for her. A lot of people have taken this as a fine, grand example of women in their hypergamy, that even despite the fact that Ayesha Curry is with Stephen Curry, the point guard, alien point guard, I mean, he's making more money than most people will ever see in their lives. I mean, you know, one of the most famous basketball players, probably will definitely go down as one of the most famous basketball players of our generation, at least. It's like you're with this man who's that, and you're over here saying, oh, I still want, you know, attention from other guys. I mean, I could see, you know, how quickly and easy it is to say that this is an example of just hypergamy of, like, the highest caliber. But honestly, I don't really think that... I honestly do trust what Ayesha is saying here when she says that she doesn't want it. That she doesn't want to actually have sex with anyone else, or date or be with anyone else. It does seem to me that her comments are kind of more about her insecurities on being an attractive woman. It doesn't seem like Ayesha is even... She doesn't really even seem to honestly be implying that she has any desire to actually be with anyone other than Stefan. Perhaps she could. Doesn't seem like in that comment. It seems that the comment is totally just about how she feels insecure as a woman. And if you look at the clip here, and you see this, you know, her face is, she's looking a little hefty, right? And this isn't to say that she looks ugly. Like, a lot of people equate being fat to being ugly. No, you can be a fat woman and be incredibly beautiful. And you can be a skinny woman and be ugly as hell. Like, you know, fat and ugly may go, you may be fat and ugly, but being fat is not ugly. Now, if some people are like, well, I don't like fat chicks, I mean, that's your prerogative. But, I mean, you not liking something does not then make it ugly or unattractive. Well, I mean, maybe it's unattractive to you, but to someone else it isn't. And at that point, what fucking difference does it make because of how subjective it is? So, to be clear, though, a lot of people, they don't like the chubby chubs, okay? They don't like the chubs. And, you know, again, being able to recognize patterns, seeing that her face is chubby, and she might feel like, you know, she might be feeling that pressure of being a chub, that people are not going to find her attractive anymore. This is only really a problem if you put your weight or your self-value on just being a beautiful person. A lot of women do. So it seems to me that the critical issue everyone has missed when it comes to Ayesha Curry is the fact that she is a woman who is insecure about the way she looks, and her comment is more about she still wants to know that she is desirable. She still wants to know that she's beautiful because that's where she has staked her personal value. Now, Ayesha Curry may have different businesses or ventures she may be on. I don't really know if she does or doesn't. I mean, I don't even follow Stephen Curry. I just know who the nigga is. I don't know. But it seems evident, at least in this comment here, that she is putting a lot of weight on how beautiful she is. It's clear as day to me. I'm not really sure. I guess a lot of people missed that critical element of it because they were more focusing on the fact that she says she wants attention from other men when she isn't getting, when you're like, well, you're married, you know, to the toppest man ever. And this is my reasoning for saying this, right? Because like some people might really hammer in the whole hypergamy thing, right, on me. But like to be clear here, guys, like, I know all the time I say that women don't think logically, but I'm not saying that they don't have the capacity to, okay? Like Ayesha Curry, I'm sure has the capacity to logically delineate that she's won the game of life. She really has. Like, again, this is Stephen Curry, probably gonna go down in history, at the very least in our generation of men my age, as one of the most popular basketball players of all time. He's probably going to be of all time, honestly, at this point. At the very least, our generation. So you're with that guy, the point guard, top. It makes more money than most people will see in their lifetimes. It's gonna be real hard to find someone that looks better than him. I mean, if you think he's attractive, I don't really know. To find someone that's more attractive than him, based on your hypergamy, or at the very least, you gotta find someone that makes more money than him that isn't as attractive as he is. I mean, again, he's an athlete, so he's gonna be definitely very fit. You gotta find, and if he's not as attractive, then he's gotta be ugly, he's gotta make more money than him, and then he's gotta want to be with a plump woman that's already been married before. And I think they have children, so it's a plump woman that has children that has been married before, monkey branching up to him. Like, she'd have to find that guy. And maybe she could find that guy, but I mean, the shit's so damn uncertain. It doesn't really, again, I don't really think that in her mind she's honestly trying to put one foot out the door and monkey branch off to someone else. It just, I mean, the odds are so against her. It would be damn stupid if her honest thought, if she was honestly trying to say or communicate, yeah, I'm trying to find a better guy to leave my husband for. And even then, again, looking at what she said from other guys, like plural. So the idea, again, is not like I really want options to go monkey branch too. I want to feel like I have those options. Why? Because the weight of my value as a human being or as a woman is the fact that I'm pretty. That is what I'm pretty sure that that's what she's trying to communicate. Because again, based on what I've just said previously, would just be stupid, beyond fucking stupid, for her to try to imply that, yeah, I'm trying to go find some other guy to be with. It just doesn't seem like she would do that. And also based on like other comments that she's made in the past, and I'm pretty sure that that's not what she was trying to communicate. So to really talk about what she is trying to communicate, this is really probably the greatest battle. I made a video, man, several years ago, talking about what men struggle with and what women struggle with. And one of the biggest issues that women always seem to struggle with is themselves or their own sense of identity. And I always painted that a huge reason why is because a lot of women don't have to try to be valuable. They just exist as so. And if you're not a pretty woman who gets a lot of male attention or offers, there's no way, you're going to know what your value is. There's no way. And also there's a huge lack of adversity for a lot of women as well when it comes to trying to prove that they're a good or a great person. And without that adversity and without that struggle, the only thing a lot of women are left with is guys want to put their dicks inside of me. I put it in a crude way, but seriously though, it's all based on I'm just a beautiful woman. I'm just a good thing to look at. And there's a lot of women who definitely feel that way. And it really doesn't matter if they're already in a relationship with a guy, right? Because again, the battle is not won simply by just having a guy that wants to date you. Now, I've always tried to communicate this to women a lot. It's like, listen, and I've seen women say this to me all the time. They're like, I say, like, you're a very beautiful person, you look good, and even though I am attracted to them or some guy, they're in a relationship currently, You know, because they themselves have already determined that they're ugly, it makes no difference. It doesn't matter. Some women then think that the guy doesn't even actually care about them and they're just being used currently. That's a deep fear that a lot of women are having, that they're just being used because they're the only ones available until the guy finds someone that looks better than them. That is a constant thing that I've read and I've heard and even talked to them. So I think I've only had a few conversations with women who have told me about that. It's mostly something I've read on Reddit or online. But that is definitely a current fear that some women feel. The idea that their only value is just being good things to look at is a very real one, honestly. And and for men, it's definitely not something a lot of men will have any empathy towards. It's not something a lot of men will care about or think about. And the reason why is because like our lives is more proving ourselves again like worthy of anything, a job position, a woman to date or have sex with, friend groups, proving it to yourself, overcoming different things. That's our lives. So the idea that we would be crippled by the fact that we're just not attractive is definitely oftentimes looked on as very pathetic. Look at how people treat incels when incels, are being real and being forthright about the fact that being an attractive man or being a good-looking person is going to give you benefits and perks in life. Now, of course, they don't talk about the double-edged sword that it is, which I'll probably talk about in the future sometime at some point. The truth of the matter is, men are oftentimes insulted, made fun of, or not even taken seriously when we talk about the fact that we may feel ugly or unattractive to women because, again, our lives is a constant struggle of overcoming something. So when a man says, I don't feel attractive, it's like, okay, other men paint it as a challenge. So you do something else, you get better. You're a man, you're supposed to. Okay, fair enough. What do women have? You can't tell a woman to woman up and stop giving a fuck about having a big ass if she thinks having a big ass is her value in life. And you can't tell a woman that has a big ass that she needs to go do fucking anything else at all except exist. Why? Because her whole livelihood just revolves around how big her butt is. So, because again, I think a huge portion of this is just the whole lack of adversity for women, which I'll probably link the video I talked about a couple years ago somewhere. I think that's where it's coming from, and I think that more than anything else, this is what Ayesha Curry was trying to communicate. I don't think Ayesha at any point was trying to communicate her hypergamy or her desire to monkey branch to some other guy, or that she really genuinely wants other guys to have sex with. That doesn't seem like that at all. It seems to me that Ayesha is trying to make a point at the fact that being attractive or feeling beautiful as a woman is where she puts her value, despite the fact that there's other things that she could be doing. I don't know what those other things are. Maybe she does just currently exist and take care of her children. I don't know, but actually, it would actually ring even truer if she is actually doing other shit. Like if she's doing other things, she has other business ventures, and she's still insecure and feels bad. Then it really goes to show, like mentally, where she puts her value at, and where a lot of women are putting their values at. So it's definitely an insecurity and a fear I definitely can understand from a woman's point of view. I don't really think that Ayesha is trying to be a hoe here. I really don't. So, with that being said, man, I assume you guys got something out of today's video. You probably all thought I was going to go in on this woman. Honestly, yeah, it's definitely a different tone. I know I usually thought patrol a lot, but sometimes I do feel like I need to be fair and be critical and understand what people are actually saying before I jump in on their bullshit. Because in the upcoming videos, I'm about to jump on some stupid shit in just a second. You guys will see when that video gets uploaded. So with that being said, man, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. And if you did, man, go ahead and click the like button. And shoot, go and click that subscribe button. Comment in the comments below. As always, you guys have yourselves a great day. I'll see you cool cats soon. Adios.